Buzz about Olivia Wilde's upcoming thriller Don't Worry Darling has dominated the entertainment headlines and social media on the heels of the film's premiere at the Venice Film Festival, but more due to the controversy roster connected to the movie. For months, rumors of tension between director Olivia Wilde and star Florence Pugh behind the scenes during Don't Worry Darling's filming have been circulating among film news enthusiasts. But the drama finally burst through into the wider public's attention after a tense, confusing, and meme-making Venice premiere. Following a seemingly unrelenting string of controversies, Warner Bros. Can only hope that the age-old adage all press is good press holds true and has a positive effect on Don't Worry Darling's box office returns once it releases in late September. Don't Worry Darling is Olivia Wilde's second directorial effort, coming 3 years behind her critically successful debut Booksmart. While that film was a teen coming-of-age comedy featuring relatively green actresses as its leads, Don't Worry Darling is a psychological thriller led by Academy Award nominee and rising star Florence Pugh. Pugh's co-lead in Don't Worry Darling is Wilde's boyfriend and pop superstar Harry Styles. Pugh and Styles play a young couple Alice and Jack, a couple living who relocate into what they think is a perfect neighborhood being built by Jack's company before Alice realizes the ball is not as it appears. The supporting cast of Don't Worry Darling includes Hollywood notables such as Chris Pine, Gemma Chan, Nick Kroll, and Olivia Wilde herself. Buzz for an early Don't Worry Darling teaser seemed to prove that Olivia Wilde had a smash hit on her hands, but behind-the-scenes controversies have taken over the conversation. Every Don't Worry Darling controversy is multi-layered with a lot of aspects for audiences to consider before rushing to judgment about the movie itself. There's a growing number of people involved in the speculation, none of whom seem inclined to speak publicly about the matter, so it can be hard to keep track of who is upset at whom. And with new rumors, camera angles, and seating charts making their way to Twitter seemingly every minute, there are many Don't Worry Darling controversies that are worth explaining, if only because some of them are so patently unusual. Is there a feud between Florence Pugh and Olivia Wilde? Over the past several weeks, audiences and reporters have speculated about a feud between Florence Pugh and Olivia Wilde on the set of Don't Worry Darling. This has been fueled in part by Pugh's seeming neglect in promoting the film. Pugh has not shared posters or trailers from Don't Worry Darling on her social media, which she often does for her other upcoming films like Oppenheimer and Dune, Part 2. Pugh did also not attend the press conference following Don't Worry Darling's premiere at the Venice Film Festival with the rest of the cast. Instead, Florence Pugh opted to only walk the red carpet and, since then, has posted frequently on Instagram about her grandmother, who attended the event with her, and the team behind her glamorous look. While they have not been publicly confirmed, rumors of actor Florence Pugh and Olivia Wilde's feud are numerous. One theory suggests that Pugh was unhappy about Wilde beginning to date co-star Harry Styles while on set and still married to now ex-husband Jason Sudeikis, a friend of Pugh's. It has also been speculated that Florence Pugh is upset about a pay disparity between herself and her inexperienced co-star Harry Styles, a rumor Olivia Wilde has publicly dismissed as entirely false clickbait. Shia LaBeouf's mysterious departure from Don't Worry Darling. Another Don't Worry Darling controversy that has come into the public eye is the departure of Shia LaBeouf from the movie. Shia LaBeouf was part of the initially announced cast of Don't Worry Darling, set to play the lead role of Jack, with Wilde cast as his co-lead Alice and Pugh set to play a supporting role. Eventually, Wilde and Pugh swapped roles after deciding that Don't Worry Darling should focus on a younger couple. In 2020, there were reports that LaBeouf was fired from Don't Worry Darling and would no longer be a part of the film, replaced by Harry Styles as the lead. Following 2 years of silence on the matter, Olivia Wilde spoke to Variety about LaBeouf's departure, claiming, that she had fired LaBeouf over his method acting techniques which, according to her, created too hostile of a work environment on the set of Don't Worry Darling. However, days later, Shia LaBeouf gave his version of events. LaBeouf claimed that he was not fired from Don't Worry Darling and that he chose to quit the film on his own due to a lack of rehearsal time. Bolstering his assertions, LaBeouf's reaction to Don't Worry Darling rumors included attached screenshots of what appear to be several text messages between himself and Olivia Wilde, where he informs the director of his intentions to lead the film. The actor also included a video Wilde had sent him, where she asks for LaBeouf to return to the film and makes references to hostility between LaBeouf and Florence Pugh, calling her Miss Flo and seemingly blaming the actress for the situation. While the exact nature of and the chain of events that seemingly led to tensions between Florence Pugh and Shia LaBeouf are not yet known, it stands to reason that the actress was not happy about Olivia Wilde seeming to support Shia LaBeouf in the situation. Don't Worry Darling's seating arrangements, the nature and timing of Olivia Wilde's relationship with Harry Styles on the set of Don't Worry Darling has been a source of controversy and speculation for many months. Wilde's split with longtime fiancé and Ted Lasso star Jason Sudeikis has been rumored to be a result of Wilde falling for Styles while on the set of the Don't Worry Darling movie. The relationship between Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde reportedly caused Wilde to be distracted while shooting the film, forcing cinematographer Matthew Libatique to step in and direct several scenes of Don't Worry Darling. It remains unclear exactly when Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde began dating, or if that is the reason for her split from Jason Sudeikis. But whether caused by Styles or not, the split between Wilde and Sudeikis has not been amicable, and tensions have already spilled out into the public. Back in April, Wilde was served custody papers at CinemaCon on behalf of Sudeikis while on stage promoting Don't Worry Darling. If reports that Florence Pugh was on the side of Jason Sudeikis are accurate, it would help to explain Pugh's apparent disdain for Olivia Wilde during the press tour for the film. It is currently an open question whether or not musician and actor Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde are still together following Don't Worry Darling's premiere. Many fans found it odd that the pair was not photographed next to each other in Venice and were not seated together during the screening. Supporting cast member of Don't Worry Darling Chris Pine sat between Styles and Wilde during the film's showing, creating yet another incident that sparked audience speculation. Did Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine? Perhaps the strangest development in the Don't Worry Darling controversy list was a video in which Harry Styles appears to spit on Chris Pine when sitting down next to him at the premiere. In the midst of constant speculation about the other controversies surrounding Don't Worry Darling, users on Twitter started to analyze footage of Chris Pine appearing disinterested in Harry Styles' answers to questions from reporters during the film's press conference. Pine's faces during the event led to numerous memes and tweets, later fueling speculation that there had quietly been a feud between Styles and Pine in addition to the hostility between Florence Pugh and Olivia Wilde. A video was tweeted that from one specific angle seemed to show Harry Styles spitting on Pine and Pine reacting in stunned disbelief that such a thing would happen, but reps for both stars have publicly denied the rumor. Other camera angles of the interaction do not appear to show any spit leaving Styles' mouth, so the internet's reaction to the Styles and Pine spit gate may have been premature. Don't Worry Darling's reviews in what may be the most upsetting of the Don't Worry Darling controversy collection for director Olivia Wilde, initial reactions to the film have been largely negative thus far. Don't Worry Darling has opened to a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes, with 33 reviews in so far, and only a 19% among the 21 top critics who have reviewed the film. Once thought of as a potential film to watch in the Oscar race, the subdued response to Don't Worry Darling in addition to the growing amount of off-screen controversies has the potential to permanently damage Olivia Wilde's reputation as a director if wider audiences feel the same way. However, one thing that has been consistently pointed out as a positive in Don't Worry Darling's reviews and reactions has been the performance of lead actress Florence Pugh. While Don't Worry Darling has had several noteworthy controversies behind the scenes, perhaps excitement for Pugh's performance combined with Harry Styles' status as a pop superstar and now viral intrigue in the off-screen drama can bolster the film's box office prospects. Regardless of who is at fault for the numerous controversies surrounding Don't Worry Darling and the general reception of the movie, its status as the origin point for a series of hotly debated events could ultimately see it gain a viewership who otherwise potentially wouldn't have seen it. Don't Worry Darling is now set up as an interesting test case in the debate about the impact of social media on the financial return.